Hello YouTube, my name is Marek Viloint, and yes, it's been a while, but I'm back with no excuses whatsoever. So for today, I'm going to give you a guide about Heart Thrust, and I'm going to show you the new changes that Terra has implemented for Slayer till this date. I'll be showing to you the pros and cons of the skill, the issue with desync, high ping and low ping problems, and the overall creativity of the skill. I hope you guys find this video informative, fun to watch, and I hope you really learned something from this. I know this is way off. It's not like a combo guide or it's not like, glyphs or, like any other like YouTubers that they do, but this one is specifically for Heart Thrust. And you'll see why I like the skill so much. So stay tuned. I hope you guys, you know, get a little bit info about this and I hope you try it out. So let's get to it. Alright guys, let's talk about Point Blank Heart Thrust. I know you guys seen it before. I know if you've seen YouTubers do this kind of stuff, it's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how to do it properly. So for lone ping players, what you only have to do is you simply need to be close to the hitbox. There are dead ranges on Heart Thrust, and has always been an issue since day one in Terra. So what you want to do is, if you have low ping, like around below 60, 70, around there, it's pretty good. You could push it to 100, but it's not that effective. What you want to do is you want to walk forward towards the person, like towards your enemy, and you need to be as close as you can to the hitbox. It'll say 3 meters. Like I don't know if you see it like on the when I'm on the video. So it'll be like it depends on the body mass of the person. If it's an Amon, if it's a Popo. What really matter is that you need to be as close as you can towards the body, and then press Heart Thrust. The second part of it is it's not where you put the crosshair, as long as the crosshair is around the HP area, like that little HP red bar that he has on top. Don't try to like move it to the left or move it to the right or pull it up to the sky. The best from my experience is you put it around the HP bar, or if you feel like sometimes I do this, but you drag down your mouse towards the ground, but it needs to be like direct, like straight down, and that also helps too. So try that out. So for high ping players, it's a little bit different, and it really differs. So what you're gonna do is when you press Heart Thrust, you don't barely see it when my buddy here Turbine is doing it, but it's a very fast sequence. So what you have to do is it takes practice. You're gonna be exactly the same thing as he's doing, but what you want to do is you want to hold S. You just basically you walk back. You want to walk back a little bit, just like a little tap of the S, and then you press Heart Thrust. I know that sounds like a little bit confusing, but just practice it until you get it down. Once you learn how to do that, with high ping, you land Point Blank Heart Thrust. It's been tested. I've been doing this for such a long time, and I know it will work. It will work. In some other races, Heart Thrust lands. Like for example, Popo, it's way more easier than land Heart Thrust for some reason. It just lands. I don't know why. It's just a hitbox, a character animation. I don't know. I'm not the creator of the whole combat of this game. But from what I know is that basically for Ellens that they desync a lot. Castanix, Human is well rounded, so it's really good if you want to try Human. And it really depends on all those classes that you play. So you have to figure out how the animation works with the Heart Thrust, and you have to hold S. That's the main deal. That's the main bingo. And there's also an issue with Eviscerate. So there's even a better trick where you Heart Thrust and Eviscerate point blank, and it doesn't land on PvP with high ping for some weird reason. So there are ways to actually manage that, but the trick is that you have to like lightly tap the S, and you will get it off. It takes a while, it takes time, but once you find your tempo, your timing with your ping, because it's ping specific, you'll understand what I mean. So try this out, guys, and I hope for the best. Alright, let's talk about the dead range. So the dead range is basically when you're around 4, 5, and 6 meters, around there. It's not to all races. All races differs. You have to just figure out. But for these two, for the sake of this video, it's around 4, 5, and 6 meters. Those are the meters where I tend to just miss Heart Thrust out of nowhere. I could perfectly aim on the HP bar. You could do it. You could try it out. Maybe, I don't know, 9 out of 10 you'll probably land one. because it's not a 100% thing. But for some reason, I don't even know why there's a dead range in hard thrust. There shouldn't be, but this is why the skill is so hard to just use in general. That's why people just go for the kick, like a safe kick, or they just run back to a good range where around 7, 8, and 9 meters are safe ranges to land hard thrust. It will land. But as long as you're close to your opponent, like the hitbox area, around 3 meters, you're always going to land it. It does not matter. It just, you have a, let's say, 90% chance that you're going to always land it because that other 10% chance is about desync, it's about who has different ping in the game. And this is the issue in this game, that the hard part of it is just that the desync revolving around the game is what make people, mad and pissed off. And I understand that a lot of the old classes, they need to fix some of these issues because the new classes don't have desync. Most of them don't. And it's just a little bit easier to manage because it's based off AoE effects and, just like, for example, a ground pound or, I don't know, a blade storm from a ninja. Like, none of those skills desyncs because they all revolve around AoEs. So from my understanding is that they're trying to implement new characters where it's just more easier to manage the desync that's been causing since day one in Terra. So for the sake of Slayers and the other old school classes, they have similar issues. So that's from what I understand, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to fix. So for now, just for the sake of the video, 4, 5, and 6 meters are dead ranges, and around 7 to 8 and 9 meters is safe, and the 3 meter area is safe. So like super close 3 meters, safe. 4 to 5 and 6, it's pretty bad. And then from 7, 8, 9, you're safe. Like you can throw hard thrust and it will land. It will just land as long as you're, aiming towards them. You don't want to like throw hard thrust to left and right. So practice it. Always pay attention to the dead range. I keep telling this to people I try to teach. When you do point blank, what you want to really do is or stay really close to the guy or go really far away, and you will land it. Alright, let's talk about Headlong Rush and how it affects hard thrust. So, what here my buddy and me are doing is that we're showing you the differences between high ping and low ping and how it looks like when you do a headlong rush towards a person. When you headlong rush with high ping, most of the time you'll see the person, I don't know if you've ever seen it, you'll see the person in front of you, but he's actually behind you. Now, that's a good indicator that he's rubber banding or it's just basically desync. And but the perks of this is either from high ping or low ping is that you get closer to the opponent and you especially get close to the hitbox of the guy. So, the body mass, that's what I was talking about earlier. You want to get that range, that 3 meter range to hit him. So it's like a secure hard thrust for you. So what you want to do is you want to this is for low ping. You want to stay completely still. Let's say, for example, the guy's on the ground, he's about to die. You want to stay completely still. You want to headlong rush straight towards that person. You want to be sure that you're touching his, hitbox, his body. So you want to touch his, his area around the hitbox, and you just simply want to press hard thrust and stay completely still, and it will land, guaranteed. 90% of the time. Remember, there's always 10% of the time with the desync issue. But this is the tricky part with high ping. This is why I respect people with high ping playing Slayer because it's just another different world to them. So with high ping, what you want to do is you want to headlong rush, and once the animation of headlong rush is done, you want to slightly tap the S and press headlong. And then press hard thrust. So it's a little bit more challenging to be honest, and it's something that it amazes me because there's some Slayers out there that they're frustrated. They can't land this. It's such a cool skill to land on PvP in general. And since I started playing the game, I used to see people doing hard thrust in the ground, and I thought it was the most coolest shit in the world. And now that I know how to do it, I'm just trying to show you guys, even with high ping, you could still manage to do it. So there you go. Like all you got to do is on recap, you want to headlong rush, you stay completely still, and you hard thrust with low ping. With high ping, you want to headlong rush. You want to hold right after the end of the animation, right after you touch the hitbox of the person. You want to hold S a little bit, and then press hard thrust. Remember that part when I'm saying hold S and press hard thrust, you have to find your tempo to it. You have to look and get a feel for it, you know? You got to get a feel for it. It's not something that's going to come out the first time, but you could still manage to land those things. And you know, it's cool. That's what basically this is. It's just something that Slayers don't do. You know, I don't want to say casuals, and I don't want to say, but just in general, Slayers in general don't do these kind of things. So I'm teaching you how to like squeeze out as much as you can on this fucking awesome class. Sorry for the cussing, but it's just it is. It's awesome. So I hope you guys get this. Let's go for the next one. Alright, let's talk about Overpower and the new changes they added on the skill. So, Overpowered used to be a very, very long animation lock, and it was really bad in PvE and PvP. But now it has turned into completely nothing. Like, you guys could just spam Overpower instantly, and you guys can freely move around. Like, for PvE sides, you guys could get out of bad situations. That I bet there's a lot of players that they pressed Overpower and just died because of the animation, and they called you bad, and you know what I mean. It's really silly. But I'm glad they fixed this because I really feel that it shouldn't be such a long animation. So it's a small tweak, but it's a humongous change for Slayer, in my opinion. So what you could do with this is on the PvP side of it, you could add it to any like knockdown. Let's say if the guy is burned with a retaliate, or you want to do a point blank, you could add an overpower to your point blank hard thrust. So you could like I don't know headlong rush for example, like in the previous video, and you could get the guy on the ground, and you could just press overpowered hard thrust, and it will just instantly mess him up. Like it's great. It's really great. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it because I personally like to just add so many skills to just one button. I don't know. I just like to do that, and it's also 33% more damage. Like I said, you know, it's you're just adding a lot of damage with overpower, and try it out. It's really fun. Try it out with different skills. It doesn't need to be only hard thrust. You could. I'm gonna give you a good example, like a basic general Slayer combo. I don't know, Fury, kick, hard thrust, and then spacebar your way to victory, right? So what you could do is, if you want to be a little bit technical, just a little bit, make me proud. You could do Fury, kick, right? And then you could go, oh shit, I could press overpower. So you press overpower, and you're adding that hard thrust, a little bit of extra damage, and then you can just smash your way to victory with the spacebar if you guys are for that. But try it out. It doesn't need to be that. It's just an example, but be creative about it. Slayer is about creativity, so you could just do whatever you want with overpower. All right, let's go to the next video. All right, let's talk about knockdown targets while using hard thrust. So I'm not gonna go too crazy on combos in this video. I just want to focus on you getting comfortable using hard thrust wherever you want to. If it's on, you know, running around, if it's using headlong rush towards the person, or if it's even especially on the ground. On the ground is where I tell you is that the hard thrust hits really hard. Like you could do, for example here, KDS overhand, and then you could walk forward like I do, and get the safe meter range on where you could hit hard thrust, and throw hard thrust on the ground. So what you're doing here is you're benefiting from the cruel crystals, and you're benefiting from the savage. So, and if you like to use brutal crystals also, and if you like to reroll yourself with knockdown damage, so you could really implement a lot of stuff going on here, a lot of percentage. So if you want to go a little bit crazy, you know, with the overpower that I just showed earlier, you could do KDS overhand, walk a little bit forward to hit, you know, the body mass of the person, so you won't desync and you won't miss, and you could do overpowered eviscerate, and it's a lot of damage. Like once you get used to this, you could really pull off some crazy shit. Also, you have to remember that the guy needs to have a burn retaliate in order this to work. So I want you guys to figure that out on how to implement a hard thrust without using a hard thrust on a kick. It's pretty fun once you like realize how extensive Slayer is, in my opinion. Like everyone has a different opinion, and for them it's something more simple-minded, but for me, it has too much stuff that I appreciate. Like whoever made this class, dude, just, I don't know. I'm just I'll kneel before. You know what I mean? Because I just like this class too much. But I want you guys to just figure it out. That's the main goal here. Like the main goal also is I want you to get comfortable with the Heart Thrust. Don't be scared to use it. Don't be scared to miss and just like, ah, damn, I'm never gonna do that again because you feel uncomfortable. I want you to use it and know that it's okay to use it. It's okay to try out new different things with Slayer, and it makes you unique. You'll have a different playstyle to it, and you'll feel more confident when you duel people. Um, Best way is just go with a guy or friend, just a guildie or anyone really, and just try it out. Just KDS overhand and Heart Trust. That's how I started learning how to use it. But then later on, you will realize that you could use it in different knockdowns and different stuff that it's even more complicated. But you just find out yourself that you're doing new stuff in Slayer, and you're just enjoying it. That's how I feel when I use it. So try it out and let me know in the comments to see if you guys have different combos that I should try, and then I could maybe just show you my combos also. Alright, I think I've talked too much. Let's go on to the next one. Also, I wanted to note that Heart Thrust is also a defensive move. It also provides you an anti-knockdown, and it also provides you an anti-stagger. What this means is, if you've seen my first video, um, you can make your Heart Thrust defensively throughout an offensive move. So, like, for example here, like Turbine, my buddy here, is doing Eviscerate. What I could do is I could predict that something's going to come in towards me, and I could use Heart Thrust defensively as, just to protect yourself from any staggering KD, and then you could just pull off an Eviscerate afterwards. And you could get them off by surprise, because people don't see those kind of weird things like with Heart Thrust. They just see it as a move where you just need to press kick and then you press Heart Thrust. Again, main point of this video is to freely use it wherever you want to. Alright, so that was my guide. I'm sorry it was very long. It probably was really, really long, but it's a lot of stuff in just one skill, and I love this class to death, and I'm just showing it to you. The milks and crannies of this damn class. That's all I'm just trying to show you here. So I hope you guys find this fun to watch, and I hope I make more videos because this is enjoyable to do. It's just that I've been very busy, like any other normal person. I just do these for the enjoyment. I don't want to like just make videos 24/7 or some shit like that because it's not my kind of thing. But once in a while, I'll throw a video and entertain you guys because I find that really fun, and I like the comments and how you guys talk about this and that. It's a fun thing to do. So hey, let me comments. I could just talk to you about stuff and try to see if I could help someone there around there that actually likes the class like I do. But anyways, thank you for watching the video, and for those people that stayed here till the end, and I appreciate it really much. It means a lot to me. And yeah, peace out. Take care. Yellow one out.